everyone. I wanted to talk about one of my favorite hidden capacities, spacious tenacity. This is something that's created huge in my life and some very unexpected things. Things where I thought that I couldn't get through whatever boundary or barrier was there. This ability to be super, super present, not back down, and also have a lot of space with it where I wasn't pushing or fighting or doing this now thing really created what I desired in its own time. Just for an example of this, I work at a hospital. I think some of you all know I'm a medical speech therapist. I also do access consciousness, which is an amazing set of tools and practices that really allow you to change anything you desire. Our beginning modality is called the access bars, which is a beautiful technique that just allows your body to be relaxed, your mind to get quiet, and most deliciously, for you to come out of reaction to your environment and your old triggers, I would say. So when I started learning that, I was like, oh my God, that is like the perfect thing to introduce into the hospital environment where everyone has a stressed body, has a really busy mind, and oh my God, are they locked in reactionary patterns. Easy to do when people around you are sick, dying, unhealthy, unhappy, and there's a lot of rush and stress. So I started looking at how I could introduce this to doctors, nurses, other healthcare practitioners, and I just started to look at where the beginning steps were. I started having more conversations, and for me, not the point of view of like, wow, you have to come in for a session or take a class, but just, oh, this really wants to be spoken to. I'll get extra practice about how I could present it, so that's amazing, and just to give them a piece of information. So I started having these little sideline conversations at the nurse's station. Oh, I don't just do speech therapy, I actually do this other thing too. Oh, that sounds interesting. What does it do? Oh, it makes your mind quiet and makes your body relaxed. And then I would walk away. I didn't sit there and try to pepper them to death with details or talk them into it. There was this spaciousness where I didn't pull it away from them. I allowed the energy of that to be there and for them to chew on that morsel. But there was this little bit of withdrawal and pull. And it was fascinating because it gave them enough time to kind of play with it a bit. And then a week later, 2 weeks later, someone would find me. I was thinking about what you said. That sounds really good. Can you tell me something else about it? So then I would give them a little bit more information, usually talking about reactionary patterns and how it could help with the hospital stress of where we all kind of snap at each other because we get so stressed out. That was really pinging for a lot of them. So deeper and deeper and deeper we went. So my next awareness was just to offer some free sessions to anyone who was interested. So I opened it to the doctors and the other therapists at the hospital. I had about 15 people sign up, so I did full sessions with them. And after the session, I gave them a lot of room and space and tenacity of being present with it and just ask them, how could you see this fitting in? Where would be the place that I could go to do that? And they know the system better than I do, especially on the doctor's side of it. So after doing a bunch of free sessions, maybe 6 months later, I got invited to come and do a whole conference with the doctors. So it's amazing because had I had started with this really tenacious but kind of pushy point of view of I want to be able to present this thing, I need to get up there right now, there's a little bit more of this jarring, convincing energy. This spacious tenacity was me allowing it to kind of unravel and unfold and play out in its own time, and as the people were ready and willing to receive it, because it was something so different. So allowing that to be there, be super spacious, but also me never giving up, always asking questions. I wonder who else I can talk to. I get to work in the morning. I wonder if I can be the energy of the bars here. I wonder who I can pull into it a little bit. I wonder what conversation I could have. I wonder what reminder is required that, hey, they came in for a session and wasn't it wonderful? So it was amazing to kind of look at what that has grown and built and built and built into, and the acknowledgement of where that's been in other areas of my life. This spacious tenacity of like, this thing can be different. It's going to be different. I'm here, I'm present with it, asking questions, demanding the change, presenting the different possibility while being spacious in my tenacity to allow it to occur with ease. There's a different invitational quality with that that I have found super effective, at least for me. So I invite you to kind of dig in and start looking at what kind of quiet, subtle capacities you may have, things that you have used in the past that may have created amazing for you. Being able to acknowledge what's been easy, what's your natural way of being, how you've presented something, how you've created change for yourself or someone else, and then start asking questions about how you can use what you got even more.